Hello everyone, welcome to the Nova Scotia Championships 2019 for volleyball here with Rachel Alani Volleyball Nova Scotia at the Canada Game Centre. We are so excited to be here with you, and we have got some 14U girls pool play action happening on the court in front of you right now. On the close side of your screen, the volleyball Cape Breton Capers, the green team. They are in the orange jerseys, but they are known as the green team. And on the other side, the Pictou County Invasion Volleyball Association 14U girls Antle Invasion team, who was actually just playing on this court. We've started with the Capers with 1 point, and we will keep going from there. Free ball over from the Capers, and that free ball is going to score. Heading back to serve here for the Capers, number 25. That is Presley McKinnon. And that is a service ace. McKinnon back to serve again. That ball is passed up, dumped over, but there was a joust. And there to block that ball, number 13, Cameron Graham. So serving the ball once again here is Presley McKinnon. That ball is passed up. And a good try save there from the invasion player, but that ball finding its way into the score table. Back to serve is McKinnon. And that ball is passed up by Allen. Tipped over from Trowell. Free ball over from the Capers. Invasion looking to save and chase that ball down. That ball a little bit too tight there for the left side to get a swing on it. And it is 6-0 here in the first set. Presley McKinnon back to serve. That ball passed up by Allen. And a big force set there into the middle of the court, but a little too tight for a hitter to put that one over. Capers back to serve. And it is a service ace. McKinnon with the serve. And another service ace for McKinnon. And it looks like we are going to see a timeout called by the Pictou County Invasion side. Welcome back. The Capers with a nice start here with McKinnon on the service line. A 9-0 here. That ball passed up by Allen. Set in the middle. And there's a swing deep into the corner of the court, and that's all they needed to score. Renee Cameron with the kill. And now Pictou County Invasion on the board as they head back to serve. Avery LeBlanc back to serve. And that one just going to go underneath the net, point going to the Capers. Back to serve here now, Cameron Graham. And that is a short serve, a little bit tricky to play that one, but that will be a service ace. And there is another serve in the court, and it is going to be enough to score. Point going to Cape Breton. Graham back on the line. Graham with the serve. That ball is passed up and over. Capers setting up the right side. Free ball pushed over, and it looks like that ball came off spinning a little too aggressive for the referee's liking. A good call there. That is going to be a point to Pictou County. Back on the line now is number 12, Renee Cameron. A little bit of a joust at the net, picked up by the defense of Pictou. Free ball over. And that ball up by McKinnon. Invasion keeping it alive, and that one just tight to the net, but not able to put that one over. It is a Cape Breton Capers point. And heading back to serve here is number 17, Paige Pimental. Float serve, and it floats right into the court and on the ground. Service ace. Another serve passed up. Free ball put over. There's a swing from McKinnon in the back row. And a good chase down there by Invasion, but that swing is gonna score. Heading back to the line here again at Paige Pimental. That serve up and over, passed up by LeBlanc. That's set to the left. That ball a little bit too far for the left side to get to. That is going to be a point for Invasion. Heading back to serve here now for the Invasion squad is Emily Trowell. And that ball is passed up. Set to the middle. That swing going into the net for McLeod. That is going to be an Invasion point. Back on the line, Emily Trowell. And that is a service ace. Invasion with the point. Trowell with the serve. That ball is passed up by Pimental. Set to the left, looking to put that free ball over. Is the left side. That ball a little bit too tight for McDonald. Trowell with the serve. And that one is going to land on the outside of the boundaries of the court. Point going to Capers. Back to serve for the Capers here now, Grace Dalton. That ball is passed up, set to the right, dumped over. And there's a swing in the middle from McLeod, and that swing is going to score. Back to serve again, here's Grace Dalton. And that ball is passed up and over. Little ping pong action, but it looks like it wins for the side of the Capers. Dalton with the serve. And there in the middle, looking to put that ball away is McLeod, but unfortunately touching the net in the process of doing so, and that is going to be called as a violation, point going to Invasion. Heading back to serve here now for the Invasion side, number 7, Danielle Clark. That ball is passed up. Attempted dump over, but that one hitting the top of the tape and not quite making it. It is going to be a point for Invasion. And that ball is passed up and dumped over. Defense keeping it alive. Tipped over, and it is going to land inside the boundaries of the court. Invasion climbing back into this one, looking to get into the double digits with this serve. Back on the line, here's Danielle Clark. And that ball is passed up by Dalton. Free ball over in the middle. And there is an attempted big swing there from Invasion, but not making it over the net. That point is going to go to the Capers. Back on the line, Cassie McLeod. And up there to block that ball is number 13, Cameron Graham. That's going to be a Capers point. That ball is passed up and over. And there is a big swing, a little bit too big there for LeBlanc. That one going out of bounds, point going to the Capers. Back on the line to serve the ball here is Cassie McLeod. That one landing out of bounds, point going to Invasion. Back to serve here is number 13, Aslan Bliss. That one going into the tape, that point going to Capers. Back on the service line for the Capers now, Lauren McDonald. McDonald with a big serve into the corner of the court, and that is a service ace. Float serve, passed up. And free ball almost over, but there to block it is Cameron Graham, a solid blocker here for the Capers. And she is going to get the 25th point for her team as both teams switch sides. Volleyball Cape Breton Capers taking Pictou County Invasion in the first set. Don't go anywhere. We've got the second set coming back. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Nova Scotia Volleyball Championship 2019 Weekend 1 on 360 Sports. We're happy to be here with you with Volleyball Nova Scotia and this wonderful facility at the Canada Game Centre to bring you the live volleyball action happening this weekend. We are in the 14U girls category, and it is Pictou County Invasion taking on the volleyball Cape Breton Capers, who did take the first set, so we'll see what happens here. There is a big swing, that one landing just outside the boundary of the court for Cassie McLeod. Point going to Invasion. Invasion 2-0 on the board. Nicole Atchison back to serve. And that ball is passed up. Set to the left. Swing down the line, and that is going to land inside the boundaries of the court. Point going to the Capers. Back to serve here is Presley McKinnon. That ball passed up, dumped over. And that ball set up to the Capers. Free ball pushed over. Proudfoot looking to get it to her setter. A little bit too tight on the net for her to get that one, and that is going to be a point for the Capers. And there's a big serve, a good try there on the passing line for Invasion, but a service ace for Cape Breton. And it is a service ace. Back on the line is McKinnon. And it looks like the captain just had some words with the referee. Dispersed them to her coach, and we're all good to go. McKinnon with the short serve, and that is going to be a service ace. McKinnon back to serve. That ball is passed up by Atchison. But not quite there to put it over is the setter or a hitter, and that is going to be a serve. Once again, going back to the Capers side. That ball passed up and over. Picked up by the Capers, set out to the left. And there is a big swing from McLean. Invasion looking to defend it, but not quite able to put it back over. That is going to be a Capers point. McKinnon back to serve. And that ball is passed up and over. Picked up by McLeod. Free ball over. Dig by Cameron. That dig a little bit too tight. That is going to be a Capers point. Eight serving 2 here in this second set. Back on the line again. Here is McKinnon. That ball is passed up, set over. Picked up by McLeod, set out to the left. There's a swing down the line from McLean, and that is going to score. And back to serve here is McKinnon. But before she gets a chance to do that, we are going to see a timeout called here by the Invasion coaching staff. Both teams back on the court. Still serving the ball here is Presley McKinnon. And that ball is passed up, sent over, tipped over by Invasion. And that is going to be a point for Invasion. And heading back to serve here is number 18, Emily Young. That ball hit cross court. This time a set to the middle. Cassie McLeod hitting that ball across court, and she is going to be there to block that ball. But we're going to see a double contact called on the Intrepid second contact. And heading back to serve here now is Cassie McLeod. And it is a service ace. McLeod with another serve handled by the passers, and they're gonna put a sharp free ball over, and it is gonna score. Heading back to serve here now, number 8, Ella Proudfoot. Proudfoot with the serve. It is passed up by Graham. She's gonna swing from the left side. That one just going into the top of the tape. Back to serve is Proudfoot. Graham with the pass. Set into the middle. And that swing hitting the top of the tape as well. Point going to Intrepid. Proudfoot back to serve. Graham with the pass. McKinnon from the middle, and that one is going to land in the deep corner of the court. Point going to the Capers. Heading back to serve here now for the Capers is Ainsley McLean. That ball up and over, passed up, set in the middle, and a swing by Cameron. Recovered by the Capers. They're going to put a tough free ball over. And there to swing at that ball is the middle for the Capers, but a nice dig there from number 14 on Invasion. And that ball just going out of bounds on the Capers, but not without some great defense from Nicole Atchison. Heading back to serve, Bethany Antle. And that ball is passed up. And there to swing at it, being aggressive, is Cameron Graham, who rules that front court. Bethany Antle back to serve again. And that ball is short, point going to the Capers. Heading back to serve here now, number 12, Caitlin Marshall. That ball is passed up. Not quite making it over is the ball. Back to serve here is the Capers. Number 12, Caitlin Marshall. That ball sailing long and out of bounds. That point going to Invasion. 9 serving 14 here in the second set. And a reminder, folks, the volleyball Cape Breton Capers did take the first set, but lots more action to be played here. Serving the ball for Invasion, number 12, Renee Cameron. That one trickling over the tape. Capers getting a handle on it. Now Invasion with some defense of their own. Free ball put over by Bourgeois. And that ball is picked up. McKinnon out to Bourgeois again. Free ball put over this time by Graham. Bourgeois there to block it. And some teamwork making the dream work over there. Capers with the point. Heading back to serve, Cameron Graham. And that one just not quite making it over the net. That is going to be an invasion point. Heading back to serve for invasion, Nisa Kenny. That ball is passed up. Set to the outside. Swing from the back row is going to do it. Ainsley McLean with the kill. Heading back to serve here now, Emma Bourgeois. And that ball is passed up by Cameron. Free ball pushed over by Young. McKinnon sitting it out left. And that left side swing just out of the boundaries of the court from McLean, invasion point. Back to serve, Nicole Atchison. And that one is going to land outside of the court, point going to Capers. Heading back to serve here now for the Capers, McKinnon. And a little bit of a joust at the net there. That is going to go the way of the Capers. Back to serve, Presley McKinnon. That ball is passed up. And there to swing at it are the Capers front row players, number 19, Cassie McLeod and Caitlin Marshall. Serving the ball is McKinnon. Hansel with the first pass. And that ball's going to land out of bounds, invasion point. Back to serve is number 18, Emily Young. That ball is passed up, set to the middle of the court. And that defensive pass right back over, and the first contact is gonna score. Emily Young with the serve. That ball passed up by Graham. Dumped over by the Capers setter. Swing in the middle from Cameron. And we're going to see a double contact called there on Cameron Graham's hands. That ball coming out a little bit too spinny. And back to serve here is Emily Young. That ball is passed up and over. A little miscommunication on both sides, but it goes in the favor of the Capers. And back to serve Cassie McLeod. And it is a service ace. Cassie McLeod back to serve again. That one just hanging on the top of the tape for an extra second, but not quite making it over. Point going to Invasion. Back to serve is Ella Proudfoot. Proudfoot with the serve, passed up by Graham. Set to the right side, free ball over from McLean. And that free ball is going to score. And that serve trickling over the top of the tape, and a bump kill with some resilience, finding a way to get that ball up is Cameron. Point going to Invasion. And there is a big serve from Anthol, but it's not quite big enough. Capers serve trickling over the top of the tape, and it looks like we got a touch, but that ball is saved, and that is a heads-up play. Ainsley McLean finding a way to get that ball up and over. And that is going to take them to the game point, 24-16 here in this second set. That ball sailing long and out of bounds. That point going to Invasion. That serve up and over. Tough serve there to return. Invasion sticking with it here. And that serve going short into the tape, and there you have it, folks. The volleyball Cape Breton Capers green team are victorious. Well, don't go anywhere. We still have one more 14U girls match coming up, scheduled for 8:50, so a little bit ahead of schedule. So maybe tune in a few minutes early if you're planning on watching that one, just in case. Thanks so much for listening. We'll be right back.